Welcome back, everyone, to the deep dive. Today, we're going to explore something that really grabbed my attention. It's how Seiko, managed to blend that raw vibe of 70s rally racing.
Oh yeah, the Datsun era.
Exactly. Specifically the legendary Datsun 240Z,
Yeah.
and sort of distill it into a watch.
A really sophisticated watch at that.
Right. So our mission for this deep dive is basically to pull out the most important bits of info, the surprising facts about this Seiko Prospex Speedtimer solar chronograph, the Datsun 240Z limited edition that's model SSC957.
Quite a mouthful.
It is. But we want to give you that shortcut, so you can be really well informed about what makes this watch unique. Let's dig in.
Yeah, sounds good. And it's pretty striking, isn't it, how Seiko keeps managing to tell these compelling stories through their designs. And this one, well, it's the third in the series, which is interesting in itself.
Third one. Okay.
Yeah, and it's a great example. It's not just like a watch. It feels like a bit of history you can actually wear on your wrist.
That's a great way to put it. And that link to the Datsun 240Z rally cars, it's pretty obvious, isn't it?
And definitely that red.
Yes. You see that iconic red, the color of those rally machines, and it's right there on the dial, the hands, even the bezel details. And I think this is cool for the Datsun fans, you flip the watch over.
The case back.
Exactly. A solid case back, and it's got this detailed silhouette of the 240Z etched on it.
That's a lovely touch.
It really is. It feels, I don't know, personal and really well done. It grounds the whole thing in that inspiration.
And what really stands out for me is how Seiko builds this whole story.
Yeah.
It's not just the looks, it's the engineering too.
Right, the mechanics of it.
Yeah. So beyond the visuals, you've got the caliber V192 movement inside.
The V192, okay.
And the key thing, it's solar powered.
Solar. Nice.
It charges up through a solar cell that's kind of cleverly hidden, well, integrated over the dial. It's this blend of, traditional watch ideas with really modern practical tech.
And that practicality for you wearing it is pretty huge. It's definitely.
Fully charged, this thing has a 6-month power reserve. 6 months.
Think about that. Yeah, half a year.
Just from light. For, the collector today, that's not just a spec. It's kind of Seiko's grab-and-go thing, right?
Exactly.
You can literally pick it up after ages, and it's running. Not like, my mechanicals that always seem dead when I'm rushing out the door.
Yeah, know that feeling. And that practical side, it extends to the design, too. Like the subdial at 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
It's not just for the chronograph minutes. It actually doubles as the power reserve indicator.
Oh, clever. So you always know how much juice is left.
Right. Plus, it's got built-in protection against overcharging.
Right.
Which is, subtle, but good for the long run.
That makes sense.
And this sort of brings up how they integrate function and design. The chrono layout is pretty clean. Small seconds are at 9.
Okay.
24-hour indicator at 3.
Got it.
And then that 60-minute counter, which also shows the power reserve, down at 6. It's all very intuitive, doesn't clutter the dial up. So, okay, we've talked about the power, the engine inside. But what's it actually like, having this bit of rally history on your wrist?
Good question.
The case is stainless steel. It measures 41.4 millimeters across by 13 millimeter thick.
Right.
Now, what those numbers mean for you, the wearer, is that it's actually a little more compact than the mechanical Speedtimer Seiko does.
Ah, interesting.
Yeah, that difference, you'd probably notice it on the wrist. It should feel a bit more streamlined, but still have, presence.
And the finish, the details, they really matter for how it feels overall.
True.
The case itself, it's got this mix of brushed and polished steel, gives it that look, sophisticated but still sporty.
Yeah, I like that combo.
And then you've got the black pushers and the black crown, which ties in nicely with the black dial.
Right, visually connects it.
And that fixed black tachymeter bezel.
Yeah.
With the white and red scale. It frames everything perfectly.
Right.
But of course lets you measure speed.
The classic chrono function, essential for rallying, reinforces that whole theme again.
Exactly.
And durability seems key here too, doesn't it? It's a Prospex, after all.
Absolutely. Built tough.
It's got a curved sapphire crystal, which is great for scratch resistance.
And anti-reflective coating.
Right, helps with clarity. Plus 100 meters water resistance. So it's ready for, most things life throws at you.
Pretty much anything short of serious diving.
And that black dial, it's got applied markers, hands, all coated with Lumibright.
Seiko's Lume, yeah. Good stuff.
Means you can actually read it easily in the dark, like a car's dashboard at night,
Nice analogy.
Yeah.
It really is built to be used, not just like kept in a box.
Definitely not a safe queen.
No way. And that attention detail, it even goes down to the bracelet. Stainless steel. But it has these distinctive black mid-lengths. Kind of echoes the black accents on the case.
Pulls it all together.
Yeah. And it's got a folding clasp. Should be secure, comfortable, ready for action.
Okay, so for anyone listening who might be thinking, maybe I want this, or just curious where it sits in the market, there's one more crucial thing.
Ah, yes. The exclusivity factor.
Right. This isn't just another speed timer. It is a genuine limited edition.
How limited are we talking?
Only 4,000 pieces worldwide.
Wow. Okay. That's quite limited for Seiko.
It is. And that definitely adds to the appeal, makes it pretty desirable for collectors.
No doubt.
And for those wondering about the price tag, the retail on this is EUR 1,050.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah.
What's really compelling here, I think, is how Seiko took the essence of that Datsun 240Z rally car, you know, its toughness, its performance, that iconic look,
Yeah.
and somehow managed to distill it all into this wearable piece of engineering art. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it really is. So whether it's that robust, reliable solar tech we talked about, or the really thoughtful design nods to an automotive legend.
The red accents, the case back.
Exactly. Or just the fact that it's a limited collectible, the SSC957 really does stand out, doesn't it?
It certainly does. A great example of Seiko's craft meeting this really passionate historical inspiration.
Totally agree.
Which kind of leads to a final thought for you, the listener, to maybe mull over.
Okay.
How can these really specific, passionate collaborations like this one, Seiko and the spirit of the Datsun 240Z rally car, actually elevate everyday things like a watch into something more, into like engineering art pieces that tell a story?
That's a good question.
Yeah. It makes you wonder, you know, what other surprising connections, maybe historical or cultural crossovers, are out there, hiding in plain sight.
Waiting to be explored.
Exactly. It kind of proves that real innovation often pops up where you least expect it, at the intersection of different worlds. Something to think about.